Hello, welcome to Basic and Beyond. And if you're practicing today, it's kind of a gloomy day, and sometimes we get stiff in our joints, stiff in our body, depending on the weather and depending on the mood. So when the sun doesn't shine outside, sometimes we forget to let it shine inside. So let's start this practice with a joint loosening routine. But first we'll focus in, and for today, bring your less favored leg, if you're crossing your legs, to be the outside one. So we'll start right off. It's okay to be a little uncomfortable. For most of the time in our society, if we feel uncomfortable, we think something's wrong, we immediately have to change it, or something's wrong with us, or something's wrong with just the air around us. But sometimes a little physical discomfort isn't necessarily a warning, it's just part of life. So if you're feeling a little uncomfortable, just embrace that with the change in the posture. Let's lengthen here in the torso, press the shoulders down, soften the jaw, and we've got the hips open. Those are the three primary places that tension and stress is held, and from there, of course, it goes everywhere else into the body, and particularly for some into the belly with all kinds of gastric problems. But we're having none of that today in yoga. So let's keep our hands open, taking in whatever energy you have or need. Close your eyes, and then let's inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then through the nose, exhale to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continue to just settle into yourself, inhaling, bringing all the air in so it bathes all of your organs, and then consciously exhaling longer and deeper. This is where the calming comes in. Even if you watch a baby sleep, it will sigh. And this is our physiologic sigh with our longer exhale. Take one more breath together, breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4, and then to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Flip the palms down, pressing down, rising taller, and letting the chin come down to the chest. Stretch out the back of the neck, and this affects the upper shoulder girdle, the upper spine. Lift the chin up, open up your lips, and let the head go back. Very important not to pinch the nerves here, and this is where you deliberately press your shoulders down, making space so that you can tilt the head back, the minimum amount of stress on your body. Pick your head up and take your right ear over towards your right shoulder. Come back up and left ear to left. Coming back up. Let's take those shoulders up to the ears and then press them down. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Hands coming on to the shoulders helps press them down. A little reminder. Loop all around once and then go the other way. Let's bring the arms up. Inhale up. And then exhale down. Inhale up again. Press hard, one hand against another, all the way down to about heart center. And then press your wrists to the right. You look to the left. Maybe let's pick up this left shoulder. Come on back. I'm sorry, I meant left elbow. Press to the left, right elbow. And you look to the right. Bring the elbows together, intertwine. And let's take the wrists around, making a figure 8. Stop and go the other way. Press the elbows together and open up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let the hands come down and take a breath in. Press the wrist up. Press the wrist down. Hands to the knees. Round the spine and chin to chest. And then inhale up. And exhale forward. Inhale up. Once more. Hands behind the back. And let's stretch out the legs from being folded. Flex your feet and point. And flex, point, flex all around once. Go forward and around the other way. Pull up tall. We'll hinge over. Just go as far as you can, keeping the back straight. And then lengthen it. Inhale up. Exhale over a little more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Wherever you are is exactly where you're supposed to be. So take another breath. Bringing yourself up, lubricate the knees by pulling them in and up. In, up, in, up. Bend and just set it down. Got synovial fluid in the knees and you want to keep that gooey, not thick. So it works protecting your knees so you're not bone on bone, which can be very painful. If you do have an issue with your bones, sometimes doing yoga doesn't cure it, but it helps you endure it. It helps by maybe building up the muscles above the knee or helping you use your leg below in a different way so that the pain isn't as great. We also, there's a Buddhist saying in yoga that pain has 2 arrows. The first arrow is the arrow that goes right to the pain, that causes the pain. But the second arrow are all of our thoughts about that pain. And it's often the second arrow that's the stronger one. Because if you're already worried about pain, you're guarding, you're thinking, you're analyzing. Just have the pain and then let it go. Let's just come with our knees up, hands behind, and to release what we've done, we'll press up to reverse table. So lift up. You don't have to let your head go back unless you're really ready for that with your neck, and bring yourself down. Let's go up 2 more times. So press up. And come down. Last one. This also wakes up the quadriceps. Press up. And come down. Open the legs to butterfly. And let's just flap them open so we get a little hip work here. Opening them up. Roll over to the right, bring up the left. If this is enough for you, simply stay here. Otherwise, let's reach up with the right, come outside, and twist. Look over your left shoulder. Let that go. Inhale, straight back. Reach over. As soon as you start to fold, you feel it in the inguinal area. You feel it opening up in the inner thigh. So just press over. Easy does it. Lengthen your spine and come back up. Press over again. Straight back. Lengthen and up. This time we'll round. So it's not slumping to round. It's literally pulling the belly in and that belly button up. That engages a lock here. So you pull that up and you bring the top of your head down and up. And again, down. Let's bring that right leg up. Tilt over to the left to bring it up. Feet are touching. Consider if you're going to just stay or if you're going to take the twist. So the left arm comes up, outside that elbow, pull up and twist. Look over your right shoulder. Come back. Keep them open a little bit more. And we'll come back to cross-legged. So this time you can take your opposite leg, which is your more favored, usually in front. Bring your arms up, press up, inhale up, take them back. Let's just loop around. And then we have to go the other way. Up and fall to the side. Up and over. Keep the palm up, the bottom palm. So both the palm is up for energy, for light, and you're going back and forth. Easy back and forth. Just warming up the body for the rest of the day. And then come up. Shoulders up and down. Chin down. Head back. Inhale tall again, and let's come onto all fours. Keep the toes curled under for cat-cow here. So let's inhale, the head is up. Exhale, round. Inhale. Make sure your fingers are spread. Don't have your hand clumped together. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. I once read that the rule for a eternal youth is a supple spine. I'm not sure I go with that. I don't know what rules there are for eternal youth. I don't think necessarily it's a supple spine, but it is a good thing to keep your spine as supple as possible, as supple as your spine can be with your unique issues. So let's inhale up once more. Have those toes curled under. We're pressing back, downward facing dog. Exhale into downward facing dog. Now, early on, you don't need to straighten those legs. You never need to bring the heels down to the mat if they don't go. You do need to let the head drop and the arms be straight and the belly's pulled in. Let's go back again. Inhale, up, arched back, Exhale, start to round, pull the belly in. And come back down. Onto your forearms. Make sure the elbows are under the shoulders and the fingers are spread. You can get a really nice arch here. So inhale up, feel that stretch from the lower spine all the way up to the tip of your head. Press down, root down, and then exhale up. Dolphin pose. Inhale, come up. And exhale, pull in with the belly. Come back up. And then let's come down and take our right hand and arm goes with it from underneath for thread the needle. Palm is going to be up. And bring your head down for a little rest here. Take the left hand, put it on top. So both hands clap together. And then let this left arm come up above the head. And bring it back. And up. And back. Left hand by the head for the release. Press down and the right arm comes up and down. Back onto your forearms to go the other way. Left arm. Threads underneath. Palm is up. You're on the left side of your head. Right hand. Collapse to left. Palm to palm. Take it up over the head and back. Over and back. Press down to release the left. Up and down. And now press your toenails into the mat. And then straighten out the right leg. Lift it up, hip height, pull the knee to the nose and press out. And in. Out, in, out. Hold it up and take your left hand out for the balance. Come down when you're ready and just shift your hips a little bit. Stretch out that left leg. Pull the belly in and lift up. And then draw it in. In and out. In. Out. In. Out. Let's find that balance. Right arm. Ready to come down. Take it in and shift side to side. Flip the left hand over. Don't put weight on it. It's simply a ligament stretch and keeping the hand flexible. Flip the right. Let's come on to the knuckles. So the one's right, the hand between that, the knuckle on the hand and the first joint. That's what we're on here. And just press up. Remember, if your wrists hurt, you can always do most of your hand things on the knuckle. And also be using a block. And then stretch them out, curl your toes under. We're coming to downward facing dog. And lift up, press back. And now pedal a bit and let your head drop. Look to your hands and start walking them back towards your feet. At some point, in order to keep touching the mat, you're going to have to bend, and that's fine. That's just what I want. You're going to bend those knees. Hands are down. And maybe you can straighten a little. and bend. And straighten. Keep them bent. Bring your arms back and come up into chair pose. Check your knees, how far over the heel are the toes, and then let's come to standing. Take your body around side to side. Let's find mountain pose. So you're standing straight. Your feet can be together. Now let's try together today. So it's not going to be smack together. It's going to be like big toes together, heels a little bit out, so you get that straight line on the outer foot. Open the hands. And just breathe here. If you want, try and close your eyes, see how your balance is. And let that go. Hands relax, feet relax, the whole body relaxes. And take your right leg across. Crisscross, thighs are tight. Bring the arms up and get into view. Bring the arms up. Temple mudra, so the two fingers are together. And exhale over to the left. Release that right hand, right arm, and bring it around and over. And again. Come back up. Take a little back bend. And release the arms, release the legs. Left crosses over. Arms come up. Over to the right. Release the top hand and let it circle. And come up and take a little back bend. Open the arms and open the legs. Let's bring the arms up, inhaling up, exhaling. For a sun salute, the beginning of a sun salute. So you're going to bring your arms up. I wonder if I can make you see if I change a little bit. See, there it is. Inhale up. For the back bend, bring your hands behind your back. Press forward, elbows point back. And then take them up. And then swan dive down. Bent legs are straight. Head is down. Come up, flat back, and lengthen here. The whole purpose of coming up is to lengthen that back so you can hinge down again. Once more. Inhale up. Exhale down. And sweep the arms up and down. Go on to the downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale up, lengthen. Exhale down. Step back, downward facing dog. Make sure all finger pads are on the mat. Spread apart, head is down, and now gently move forward, getting your shoulders over your wrists, and press yourself back. Two more. Inhale over. Exhale back. Inhale. And exhale. Let's walk our hands back again, bend the knees, and come up to this wide-legged chair. Straighten up. Coming down to downward facing dog. Inhaling and exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, down. Bringing my hands forward, just step back to downward facing dog. Take that right leg up. And then roll forward as we did to step it through. Spin your left heel, open the left arm. Take that down, come back. You're going to lift that back leg up to bring it forward. So moving, floating forward, lift it up, step down, flat back, inhale up, straight down again. Exhale down, step back, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts up. Bring it forward. Turn the back heel. Right arm lifts up. And down. Keep moving forward to lift the back leg. Lift it up. Step forward, forward, fold. Flat back. And hinge up. Inhale. And exhale. Take yourself side to side. And we're going down again. Inhaling, warming up the body. Exhaling down. Inhale, flat back to lengthen and hinge. Step back, downward facing dog. Head between the two arms. Roll forward and bring the knees down. Uncurl your toes. Press your hips back to the heels. Reach forward. Lengthening the spine. Let your brow tap down onto the mat. Stimulation for the third eye. Pick up, rounding and coming forward. Elbows back. Baby cobra. And press back again. Rolling forward. Elbows back. Baby cobra. Come back onto all fours. Curl your toes and you're back in downward facing dog. Taking lots of air in. And then tiger crouch. So how we tiger crouch? Come onto your balls with your feet. Bend the knees. And then press your butt back as if you're trying to get it on the wall behind you. You can almost feel yourself like a spring ready to release. And from this, you can hop if you want forward or step. Straighten your legs. Straighten the spine. And inhale up. Exhale down. Let's do a chaturanga. Coming down onto our knees. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, exhale. Roll forward onto the knees. Come forward, elbows back, press down. Pull through. Stay here or lift up off the thumbs. Start to lift your butt. And roll over the feet. Downward facing dog. Look to your hands, tiger crouch. Let's take that little hop forward. Bunny hop. Straighten the legs, straighten the arms, and come up and down. We'll do chaturanga with plank. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands down. Step right back to plank. So a long step back, roll forward. High plank. Low plank, elbows bend. Pull forward. Press back. And take 3 breaths here, pulling the belly in, making it an active pose. Tiger crouch, look to your hands and give a little spring. Straighten the arms and come out. So you can do a few more of the chaturangas to keep warming up your body. I do want to go over flipping the dog, the 2 different ways to do it. So I'm going to do that forward and then sideways. So we first want to get down to downward facing dog. Come up and flow forward. Lift up to a flat back and bring your hands down and step back, downward facing dog here. Spread the hands, check your fingers, check your toes. I'm going to lift this right leg up, 3-legged dog. Lift it up, bend it, and then open the hips. So actually the idea is my right hip is on top of my left. You can even turn your head to the left. Maybe you see your foot waving to you. Gonna pivot on this standing leg to bring ourselves down into reverse table. Pivot, both knees bend, but the right arm isn't on the ground. Maybe you can reach so much you can get that arm down into the back bend. That's more of a challenge right now than we're undertaking. Come back the same way. Arm comes around. Left leg pivots. Bring the right leg down. Take some breaths here. This time, and we're going to do the same leg, and then we'll do the other leg. So while we're here, we're going to take up that right leg once again. Same start, bend and open. This time I'm keeping my left leg straight for the rock start part of the pose. So I'm pivoting around, one leg is straight. Lift up, and we get back the same way. Pivot and down. Let's come to standing. Walk up, forward fold, inhale up, exhale down, and side to side. So for the left leg, I'm going to turn sideways, see if that helps. Inhaling up, exhale down. Step back, downward facing dog. Tighten the belly, and then lift this left leg up. Bend it, and open your hips. We're going to flip the dog. Everything's on the right leg, and that will end up bent. Flip around, bend both legs, lift your hips. Hand down, lift the leg up, and put it down. Let's take 2 breaths here. Rock star with the straight right leg. So lift that left leg up, bend it. Getting ready to flip, so you open up your hips. Come over, Keep the legs straight and lift. Come back the same way. And walk your legs up, forward fold, lift, inhale, and exhale. And come side to side. Let's go into chair, and then we'll go into figure 4, chair, and we'll straighten the leg up into figure 4 tree. So inhale, exhale, bent legs. Bring your hands in for balance. Pull them in and pull them in as tight as you want. Thumbs against the breastbone. Put your weight into your left foot. Cross over. When you're ready, straighten up that body. Figure 4 tree. One more breath. Release. Into chair. Inhale and exhale. Hold the hands in. Glue down the right foot, lift the left. Remember, it's got to be above the knee. Have your focus, which we call drishti. And then start to straighten out the entire body, keeping that foot flexed, figure 4 tree. One more breath to release. Let's step into a warrior 1. Right foot front, left foot back. We're going to use the arms to warm up the body. So we're bringing our arms up. Inhale up, warrior 2. Swing them open, warrior 2. Hips to the side. Circle around. And up to warrior 1. Circle around. Up to warrior 2. And circle. And up. And circle. Feel the warmth. Warrior 2. And up. Back bend and back leg to front. Using the arms builds up some heat in the body, even more so than using the legs, because you take actually more energy to use the smaller muscles moving around than if I were swinging my leg around. Certainly I'm using a lot of energy, but you build more heat actually combining the arms with the movement. Let's step forward with the left and back with the right. And when you're crossing over, you can first cross the right over, then the left. So inhale up, improvise it with a little what feels good for you. And circle. And circle. The next time up and over to your warrior 2. And around. And around. And up. Warrior 1. Around. Around. Warrior 2. Up. Other way. Around. Around. Up. Warrior 2. Around. And around. And up. Come back. And step forward. Let's come into our warrior 2. I'll face front. So remember, if you're here for warrior 1, you're here for warrior 2. Hips are sideways from the front of the foot and the arms are out. Reverse. And come forward. Let's not touch the thigh. Let's just bend forward and come over. Repeat that. Reverse. And bend forward. and come back. Straighten the leg, lift up the foot, the toes, press them down. Reach forward, hands to the hips. Pull yourself sideways, keeping the shoulders sideways, hips steady. Come back up, both toes are forward. Let's take the back bend. Hands behind, press the hips forward, head back. Left foot and bend, warrior two. Reverse. Hand in front, side angle. Reverse. Hand in front. Come back up. Straighten the leg and lift the toes. You're on your heel. Because as you press down, put your hands on your hips, press down, you're going to still be moving forward toward those toes. Keep that elbow by your knee. And bring yourself up. Toes point forward, heel, toe, come in. And let's bring ourselves down to the mat. Good job. Feel a little less creaky, right? Hopefully. So, final pose before Shavasana. Pull that knee up and in. And this time, take it to the side into tree pose. Bring your arms up into goal post. Bring the arms down and straighten out the leg. Pull the left knee up towards the nose, step it down, and open it up. Foot's above the knee. Tree pose, goal post arms. And straighten the leg, straighten your arms, find your comfortable position for Shavasana. Nothing more you have to do in these last few minutes. Absolutely nothing. You're simply inhaling and exhaling. The world can move around. You've got these few minutes left to yourself with your eyes gently closed, teeth separated, hips have been opened, legs are relaxed, and inhale and exhale. Continue to keep your breath steady, inhaling and exhaling. It's important not to ignore the last part of the practice because that's what we're building to. We're not just shaping. We're calming the body so that we're able to lie quietly and focus on our breath. And then take a deeper breath in and a longer breath out. Touch your thumbs to your first finger. To help you concentrate and connect. Take your thumb to the middle finger for patience. The thumb to the ring finger for energy, stability. And lastly, the thumb to the pinky for intuition and feeling. Anytime during the week, you touch the tips of your thumbs to the tips of your fingers and say, I am at peace. Once more, I am good enough. So pulling the feet to the side. Let's turn to the side, and you can turn to the right or the left side. And then rolling yourself back to your seated. Any comfortable position. Legs can be out, legs can be straight. I like to fold mine and pull the hands in. Let's just touch the brow once here. And then from the divine in me to the divine in you, thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste. And I hope to see you next time. Good jobs.